Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Catherine, if you didn't already know. Today I'm going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me, kind of showing you how I've been wearing my everyday makeup recently. So if you want to see how I get this look, what products I'm using, and just have a general, life chat, what's been going on in my life, then do keep on watching. Hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and clip my hair back to kind of get it out of the way. I've obviously gone shorter recently with my hair, and I've now got like caramelly blonde in it. So that's a little bit of a change up. I just wanted to do something different with my hair because obviously I've had long hair for ages now. I had my hair kind of revamped a little bit, and that's by the Best Hair Extensionist on Instagram. I'll leave her details below. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the shorter hair. I mean, I will definitely be going back to long soon, but yeah, I just wanted a bit of a change. So for foundation, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 220. This is just my favourite everyday foundation. It's got the perfect like yellow undertone, and I just really like the coverage. It's definitely full coverage, and it kind of lasts all day, especially like if you're like going to work or you've got a full day out. You don't need to touch this up. So I really like this foundation. I'd say it's good if you've got dry combination skin. I wouldn't recommend it if you've got really oily skin, because it's quite like an not an oily foundation, but it's not a matte finish. It's definitely got like a sheen to it. So yeah, I'd say it's best if you're combination or dry skin probably, rather than oily. So I know it's been a minute since my last video, or even just uploading in general, and I have been quite quiet on Instagram as well. I've only been doing posts that I've kind of had to do because they're in like collaboration with a brand or something. So yeah, I have taken a step back, but I'm now like ready to get back into the swing of things. I've had a lot going on kind of in my personal life, and I just haven't really, haven't had the motivation, but I just haven't had, number one, time, and number two, really energy to be kind of filming content, editing. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a funny time, but I'm kind of back to myself now, and I'm ready to get uploading again, and yeah, hopefully get back into the swing of things. But yeah, I have been quite quiet online recently, and in a way it's been a good thing because I've been able to like reflect on things and just kind of live in the real world, if that makes sense, rather than the online world, which I do love, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I've kind of been taking time to just focus on what's going on in my actual life, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's been a bit of a funny time, but it's fine. We all good. We're back to normal now. So yeah, apologies, I have been quite quiet recently. Next up, I'm taking my concealer. So I actually like to use two concealers. So first of all, I take my Maybelline Age Rewind, and this is in the shade Fair. I normally use the shade Nude, but they didn't have it when I needed to get some, so I've been using the shade Fair. It has got a bit more of a pink undertone, so I don't know if I'll pick up this shade again. I definitely prefer the shade Nude, but I just kind of had to roll with it. I just like to take it on all the high points of my face. And then I take my concealer by Fenty Beauty in the shade 140, and I just pop this on the points that I really want to highlight. So just under my eyes, top of my T-zone, tip of my nose, and my chin, because this is a super white brightening concealer. So you don't need a lot of it, but I like to mix it in with my normal concealer as well, just to kind of make those areas a bit brighter. You might have also seen on my Instagram that I was actually mugged recently, which was kind of scary, but also like I'm fine now. Yeah, I literally had my phone snatched from me by some like masked guy, and it literally happened in like central London, in like a lit street. Like I wasn't in a dark alleyway, like I was just leaving a bar, and I was walking towards my Uber, and my phone was in my hand, and yeah, this guy was on a bike and he like mounted the curb and like bashed into me, and it forced me to like kind of turn sideways, and he was obviously aiming for my hand where my phone was, and yeah, he just whacked it out my hand and it literally went like flying down the road. And I was kind of confused at what was happening at the time, as you would be, because you don't really clock, like I didn't clock what was happening, if that makes sense. Like I thought it was a mistake. It went like flying, and then I kind of like started to walk towards it thinking it like he, like kind of looking at him, like I was like, are you okay? And then he kind of just stopped and looked at me for a split second, and then I went over to go pick it up, but he was obviously on a bike, so he like cycled towards it and just like, yeah, swooped it off the floor and carried on cycling down the road, and that was it. So yeah, I guess just be careful if you're by yourself. Try not to be by yourself. I think it was a targeted thing. Like I think it, from other people that I've spoken to, like it's happening a lot at the moment in central London. Yeah, so just be careful. And thank you to everyone who messaged me to check I was okay, and yeah, I'm fine. I've now got my phone. Well, I had to get a replacement phone, but that all got sorted quite quickly. It was weird not having a phone for a couple of days. Like I felt so lost. I just didn't know what to do with myself, because I couldn't log into anything because it was all locked to my phone, so I needed a text to unlock everything, and obviously I didn't have my number. Yeah, it was a strange experience. Yeah, I'd just say just be careful, really. And it was literally just one of those things, like there's nothing I could have done, and it, to be honest, like you don't know what could have happened if I tried to fight back or if I tried to follow him. Like you just don't know. So I think I did the right thing, and it's only a phone at the end of the day, but it was just, yeah, it was a little bit scary. It was more just shocking, and it was just really annoying because then it meant I was just phoneless for a while, so that was kind of annoying. But yeah, it's just one of those things, and stay safe. Try not to be by yourself. Try not to have your phone out, I guess. It's difficult because I was literally seeing where my Uber was, so I couldn't not have my phone. It was just, yeah, just one of those things. But yeah, that happened recently as well, so that's great. I'm taking my Huda Beauty baking powder. This is in the shade Banana Bread. I don't know if I've spoken about this on my channel, but I've been loving this recently. Like I am quite surprised at how good it is, because I am like a ride or die Laura Mercier translucent powder kind of girl, but this loose powder, it's quite good, to be fair. I picked this up when me and Molly were in Dubai, because we went to the Sephora, but I do believe Huda Beauty is now launched in Boots, I want to say. So I think it's a lot more accessible than it was like this time last year. I used to have to go either order it online, which is annoying, or go to Selfridges to get it, which was just a bit of a faff. So yeah, I think it's now in Boots, which is just amazing. So yeah, I'd really recommend this powder. It's quite fine. I do like to use quite a lot because I like to bake where I've got quite a lot of concealer on. I really like the shade. The finish is really nice. I think you need a lot, I think because it's finer in comparison to the Laura Mercier, you need a bit more if you want the same results, if that makes sense. So you kind of have to build it up. But I've been loving it. It's really good, and it's just a really nice shade. I think because it's got a slight yellow undertone, it is a bit more like natural, and you get that skin finish, as opposed to Laura Mercier, which is just a translucent shade, so that is probably a lot more bright, whereas this is a bit more natural because it's closer to your skin shade. I just put it where I've put my concealer, and I let that bake for like 5 to 10 minutes. While this is baking, I am going to go ahead and put on some false eyelashes. I mean, in terms of everyday makeup, I don't always wear lashes. It kind of just depends what mood I'm in and kind of how glam I want it to be. But because we are going a bit more glam today, I will be doing eyelashes. I sometimes do have eyelash extensions, but I haven't got them at the moment. I'm booked in for next week, I think, so I will have them on then. And they're great for like everyday glam because you're kind of just put together and you just feel you just feel nicer when you've got lashes, I think. Today I am going to put on some false eyelashes, nothing too extra, because we're just doing soft everyday glam. Some days I wear lashes, some days I don't. It really just depends what mood I'm in and if I can be bothered and what I'm doing that day. You could just put mascara on and be fine. It's really personal preference. This mascara is the Maybelline Colossal Platinum Black. It's a really nice thick mascara and I do really like it. I can see a difference it makes. Obviously it's not the same as wearing lashes, but I'm just putting on a layer of this before I put my lashes on. But look how thick the brush is. It's a really good mascara. I think this was like you know, when they do like 3 for 2 or whatever. I just picked it up and I actually really like it, so that was a good find. I'm going to be wearing the T lashes in style Cyprus. So I'm just going to take my Huda Beauty black lash glue. I always use this. It's literally my favourite eyelash glue ever. It's like a super fluffy wispy lash. They are quite long, but they are really wispy, so I feel like you can get away with them for a daytime look. Some people hate eyelashes, but I think it makes such a difference and it just makes me feel better. Just put on my lashes, I'm good to go, do you know what I mean? Glue dry for about 30 seconds and then I'll take my tweezers and I'll put the lash on. And that is one lash on. I'd really recommend this glue for like, if you're going to be wearing your eyelashes all day, you want a really like strong glue that's going to keep them in place. And this glue never fails me. The only time it has is if you're like, if you get your eyes like if your eyes are watery, so if you're like crying with laughter, they might ping off. Or if you're just crying about life, then obviously you're gonna risk the eyelash coming off. So the trick is not to cry. Also, sometimes I'll just put on eyelashes so that I don't cry about life. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone else do that, or is that just me being an absolute weirdo? It's not worth the tears. It's really not. Right, now my lashes are on. My baking powder has probably been on for about 10 minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and dust it off. It's always one of my favourite steps because you just feel so much more like snatched. It's having my eyebrows laminated. I don't really do much to them anymore. I kind of like the natural look and I just like to brush them up and kind of, yeah, they just stay in place. So that's what I've been doing recently. Really like the fluffy brow look. I didn't think it would suit me, but I actually really like, yeah, the way it's turned out. So that's how I've been wearing my brows recently, and I haven't been putting like product in them or anything. I've just been, yeah, brushing them up and they kind of look like this. My cat is at my door again. Why is that obsessed with me?
Oh, just go away. Oh, literally obsessed with me.
Next up, I am taking my iconic London liquid illuminating drops in the shade Original. What's new? This is the step I always take. On my cheekbones, just the tip of my nose and my chin. I just blend this in with my finger. It's now time to bronze up my face. I like to use the Fenty Beauty Bronzer in the shade Island Ting. I've been using this now for months and I literally love it so much. It's just such a nice bronzer shade. It's perfect for everyday wear. I literally hit and pan on it, so yeah, I'm gonna have to invest in a new bronzer soon. I might go back to my Tom Ford bronzer, their ultimate bronzer, because I literally love that bronzer so much. Even though it is a bit more pricey, you get so much product and it lasts so long and it's just the perfect bronze shade. So I'm tempted to go back to that bronzer because I do like kind of miss it a little bit, and it literally lasted me like a year because it's so big. But this bronzer is also really good too, and it's like half the price of the other one. Once I've bronzed up, I then like to go in with my highlighter. This is the Dose of Colours X Iluvsarahii in the shade Soulmate, and again I have hit pan on this, like there's hardly any of it left, so I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. I think they still sell it, but I literally love this. This is my ultimate highlighter. It's so nice. Like, just look at that glow, honey. I mean, some people don't like to be glowy every day, but I do, so sorry about it. Seriously, so glowy. I love it. Then I just take my blush in the shade Life's a Peach from L'Oreal. This is nothing new. I do love this blusher. I'm not really adventurous when it comes to blush, so maybe that's something I should look at, is testing out some different blush options. And I don't put too much on. I just like to put a little bit of colour over my bronzer. I just like to set it all with my MAC Fix Plus. This is not a new step at all. I always do this, so I just spritz my face. This helps just kind of lock it all in, baby. Last step, of course, is lips. So I'm going to be taking the Barry M lip liner in the shade Toast. Again, not a new product. And then I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. And I literally love this lip gloss so much. It's such a nice shade and finish. I just love it. And it's perfect for every day. I feel like a gloss just makes any look a bit more glam because you've just got those glassy lips. And yeah, that's kind of the finished look. So this is the finished look. This is my like everyday glam that I've been wearing recently. It's kind of how I like to wear my makeup every day. It feels good to be back filming. I have missed it, I can't lie. So hopefully I'll be a bit more consistent with my uploads. Well, I should be now. I'm kind of like back on track, back to normal. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe down below. And I'm sure I'll be back soon with another one. Bye!